They were revered and they were honored.
We didn't harass our people. We revered our people.
But they have since fallen from grace.
Aung San Suu Kyi is blocking those investigations.
Should leaders be honored while still alive or posthumously? Watch African Perspective on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Central African Time on SABC News, Channel 404.
So appointment viewing 9:30 tonight. The host of African Perspective, Tsepiso Makwetla, joins us in studio to give us a little bit of a bigger taste of what's to come. So you're speaking to Amnesty International, who took back their award from Aung San Suu Kyi of Myanmar. How's that linked to leadership in Africa?
So basically what they're saying, I was just thinking about the story of the Auditor General. So they've pretty much done an audit of her leadership since being in power per se, and saying she's not lived up to the promise of moral ambassador that they thought that she'd be, that she's not speaking out enough about the plight of the Rohingya people. And I mean, you've seen people like the Oxford City Council as well stripping her of the key that they'd given her alma mater as well, saying that she doesn't deserve to be on their wall. And basically people are being critical for her not speaking out about it. But there are those who argue that perhaps they're putting her in a very difficult position, that when she is in government, it's not like when she was under house arrest where she had little else to do but talk. She now has to act. So we're reflecting then on African leadership. There have been, you've seen pictures of President Robert Mugabe, people who were held for their revolutionary roles in liberating certain societies, who are now seen as having fallen from grace. They're people who will probably look at the Mau Mau rebellions in a different way than those who were calling them barbaric. So we're reflecting on African leadership roles and the models thereof.
And maybe, is it a lesson? Don't be too hasty with giving awards too early on.
Well, that's the question that we're asking, whether or not they should be awarded while they're still alive or posthumously. And there are those who say, well, it kind of takes away from the impact of the award. If you look at the Nobel Peace Prize, there are those calling for Aung San Suu Kyi's Nobel Peace Prize to be revoked, and the Nobel Committee is saying they're not in a position to do so. And there are those saying, if you do it posthumously, look at people like Malala Yousafzai, who was awarded at the age of 15, the youngest ever awardee, because of the impact of the work that she's doing now while she's still alive and young.
All right, so we look forward to that. Thank you very much. Your host, Tsepiso Makwetla, for African Perspective at 9:30.